Bills all wrote the manifesto. Young hot boy straight from the ghetto. Young scarecrow dying with a wind blow. Cutthroat motherfucker robbing with my Enzo, yeah. Southside, Superside, wanna ride in it.
What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on a new steering wheel that I just picked up off of eBay. It was used. It was on a guy said it was a show car. I've never seen the car, so I don't know. But I've never seen any review on this size steering wheel, because when I first seen it, I was kind of iffy on if I wanted it. Was it too small? Was I gonna like it? You know, because I had from my other videos, I don't know if you've seen, I had a, what was it, a 350 millimeter MOMO that was just a little too big for my liking. I mean, you know, hands all the way out here past the turn signals and everything. Just wasn't really comfortable. So I picked up a 280 millimeter MOMO Team wheel. It's a popular wheel. They have them in all different sizes. I've seen 300 millimeter, I've seen 350 millimeter, and 280. 280 is, from what I've seen on a lot of forums and stuff, a lot of people are saying, oh, 280 is too small, it's not comfortable, oh, you're not going to like it. It all basically comes down to what you're into, what you like, what's comfortable for you. So when you're looking on forums and you're reading all this stuff, 90% of the people are going to say this wheel is too small, you're not going to like it. But at the end of the day, they can't tell you what you're going to be comfortable with and what you're going to like. Because a lot of people are saying that the 350 is the perfect size wheel, either 350 or 320. Well, 350 is way too big for me. It's barely smaller than a factory wheel, which means I basically had to have my tilt all the way up when I was getting into the car. I was smacking my knee on it, and when I let off the clutch, I was hitting my knee on the steering wheel as well. So when people are telling you this and that about what size wheel to get, the best bet is over the years I kind of figured I liked the 280. This is my third 280, but this is my actual the best put together one. I mean, I guess you could say this is a name brand wheel. It's not like, you know, cheap junk that you can bend. And most wheels nowadays that you buy are kind of like Play-Doh. You can kind of bend them and you form them. So this one isn't like that. So basically, if you want to figure out what size wheel you would be comfortable with, you can go on eBay. You can spend anywhere from $10 to roughly like $15, and you can pick up like a 280 wheel, or, you know, you just type in 280 millimeter, or you type in 300 millimeter, or you type in, you know, and there's companies that sell cheap wheels for like $10 to $15. And I mean, if you can't afford to lose $10 to $15, then I think the last thing you need to be worried about is a steering wheel or anything like that. And that's kind of where I stand. I'm not picking on any of you guys who like to budget build and everything. I'm a budget builder too. I actually didn't pay retail for this wheel, because retail on this, I think, is like $250, I think, just for the wheel itself. And so I didn't pay retail for it. That's pretty much why I grabbed it. I was going to go with a Sportline 320 mil, and then I found this one, and it was for sale for, you know, it was for sale for cheaper, because I guess it's used apparently, but I don't see anything that points in the direction of it being used. It's in really good shape. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this wheel on real quick. Got to take this lock off. I'm going to throw this wheel on. We're going to see how it looks, see how it feels, even though we're not going to drive the car because I'm still not tuned yet. My buddy wrote up a map, and we took the ECU out, or we tried to put the map on the ECU. The firmware, basically the map that he wrote for the car, or it's not a map, but the calibration he set up for the car was in a different it was in a higher firmware. So it was O2 V02, and the firmware that's on the actual box right now is the 0124 01 V24, I think. And when we went to upgrade the firmware, it lost connection to the computer. So we had to hard flash it, and then we hard flash it. We tried again and again. And it's just, I'm not having very much luck. So if there's anybody out there that might watch these videos that knows a good bit about the AEM Series 2 standalone, feel free to hit me up, man. I could use a couple questions, or have a couple questions answered, you know, on what I might be possibly doing wrong or whatever. And one more thing, as you can see, I got the cut door on the passenger side. That's because as of right now, the past, you know, week or so, I've been working on the framing for the Lexan windows, and then I need to make the latch, and I've already recorded a good bit of that, so keep an eye out for that video. I know there's a guy, one specific guy, who's been asking if I finished these, and a couple of my videos asked if I finished them. Wait for it, guy. They're on their way. Just trying to, you know what I mean? It's been really cold and really shitty around here lately, and, you know, the car's kind of been sitting here tarped up because there's no window on it. So the video is coming. I just have to finish them up and then edit the videos, and then I can post it up. So that's on the way. Don't worry. I did not forget about you, guy. I did not forget you. I did not forget about the doors. The doors are getting finished. Also, I'm putting the Lexan windows in the quarter glass, so I'm going to do probably that video. I'm probably going to wrap that video up into the windows for the doors and everything. So be on the lookout for that. So let's pop this pop this lock off real quick. Okay. Now this is my first time putting this wheel on this car as well, so you guys are seeing it with me right off the bat. So let's see how this looks. Okay. First look, I don't think it looks too small at all. I mean, it feels a little small right off the bat. I mean, I'm yanking on this thing, and it's not bending at all, so it's a really strong wheel. It really sucked to hit your face off of this if you get in a car accident, so keep that in mind. Let me put the key in real quick because the steering wheel lock just locked. Let me put this down for a second. Alright, just got that unlocked. Fuel pump's working out. So that's another thing with the AEM. When we tried to put another map on it before, when we had to hard flash it before, and the fuel pump wasn't working, and we couldn't figure out why. And then when we just put the ECU back in the other day, or yesterday or the day before, the ECU, the fuel pump now pumps. So, I mean, it's kind of like, anybody wants to know why the car isn't finished yet, why isn't tuned yet. I don't want to take the car to the tuner in shambles, pretty much. I don't want to bring the car there when it's not ready to be tuned. So that's why it's not finished yet. And plus, it's still, you know, we're still in winter. I mean, all the snow's gone. I mean, you can still see some snow, but there's my other door. But we're still in the winter time. I mean, it's actually kind of warm today, but it's still winter. So, you know, I'm not really gonna drive it much until it gets warm anyway. So I'm kind of like not in a rush. So let's get back to the wheel. As you can see, it's a lot further away, I guess you could say, than my other MOMO. Because I mean, this is like it's pretty far, and you can see that obviously it sticks out. The turn signal sticks out further than the wheel on both sides, you know what I mean, which that's really not an issue. The wheel's concaved a little bit more than my last one, so it comes towards you a little bit more, which is nice. And I mean, I'm sitting comfortably holding the wheel, you know what I mean. I feel like this car does not have power steering. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're gonna hate it if you don't have power steering. Sure, if you have string bean arms, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate not having power steering, period. It doesn't matter what steering wheel you have. It doesn't matter if it's huge or if it's tiny. If you don't have power steering and you have weak ass arms, you're gonna have a problem. So I'll just put that out there. Yeah, it might be a little bit harder with the smaller wheel, but you know, if you can tough through it, you know, you should be all right. You shouldn't really have too much of a problem. As for the weight, I did notice that this wheel is tons smaller than the 350, which I'm gonna post a picture of the 350 steering wheel next to this one right now.
But the next day, Judith gets a call from the police. Her brother has been found on.
Now you can see the size difference and just overall size difference. And I think this wheel is 100 times heavier than the other Momo, which is a lot bigger. So I'm just gonna come to the conclusion that this one might just be thicker. It looks thicker the way it was made. It just feels a lot sturdier than the other one. But then again, the other Momo is an older style Momo wheel. Like, it's not a newer style. So you wouldn't expect it to be up there with a wheel like this one. But I don't know, man. Like, I just wanted to put a video out there, just basically reviewing the Momo wheel. It feels crazy sturdy. I don't think I'll have a problem bending this, trying to turn the wheel or anything. So that's good. Strength, thumbs up. Size. The size doesn't really matter because you can pick any size you want. You can get this same exact wheel. If you like this style wheel, it's just a simple wheel. You can get the same exact style wheel with different sizes. I don't know the sizes offhand, but if I can look up the chart to what sizes you can get of this wheel, I'll throw the link in the description so then you can check them out. It is an expensive wheel, but that's one thing that I've learned over the years, is the last thing you want to cheap out on is your steering wheel and your hub setup. I can't stress that enough. Your hub setup and your steering wheel setup are probably one of the most important, well, not the most important, but one of the most important things. So basically, don't cheap out. You know what I mean? Spend the money. You'll be happier. Turn this off. But that's pretty much it, man. If anybody got any questions or anything about it, hit me up, ask me some questions or whatever. I'll answer your questions best I can. But overall, I like this wheel so much better than the other one. It is a little bit heavier, just overall, with the NRG setup on it. It's not light by any means. Like, the thing is pretty heavy. But like they say on all those other, or Haggard Garage, here we go. You judge it by its weight. If it's light, it's not good quality, apparently. So like I said, guys, peace out. Let's wait for the more videos I got coming out on the doors and everything. Maybe even some other stuff in between, because I got some other stuff I got to do to this car yet. But all right, guys, peace.